and I don't have any other videos after this one, so this is going to be my review on a little movie called Immaculate. So, this was a movie made by Neon, which is a film company that is kind of like starting to show a presence in Hollywood. So, very young company, but this is basically like A24, where it just has like a lot of independent films. But anyway, into the review. So, Immaculate is a new religious horror movie. It stars Sydney Sweeney, which is like an up and coming starlet, if you will. And she is a very devout nun who spends a summer in Italy in a convent. And very horrific things start to ensue. So, like I said, the story revolves around this woman, played by Sydney Sweeney, and she gets pregnant out of sin, and the convent doesn't like that at all, and she takes her vows, but that's when everything just goes to shit. And I'll explain here in a minute. So, spoiler alert, Sydney Sweeney wasn't really pregnant. She was experimented on, and she like gave birth to like some humanoid animal hybrid thing, and she tries to escape the convent, and this priest is after her, and he has like the worst intentions on getting rid of her, and he stops at nothing. But Sydney Sweeney like gets in on the action, and she does everything to escape, and she essentially burns this dude alive. And the ending I will definitely get into, but this movie is just very unsettling, and it has very quick glimpses of graphic violence. There is a scene in here where one of the nuns just couldn't handle Sydney Sweeney being like the new superstar nun, and she like offs herself by jumping from the top of the convent, and it's kind of like out of focus because Sydney Sweeney is kind of like walking, but then you notice that somebody's like falling. That is the kind of horror that gets under people's skin, because you don't realize what just happened until the camera just pans over on the victim. So, this nun that offed herself, she just hit the concrete face first, and yeah, she's gone. You ain't gonna like walk up from like falling off of a convent. But I thought that was the creepiest moment in this film. But like I said, this is a very unsettling watch, and very big spoiler here. Because I'm going to go ahead and vaguely give away the ending here. So, once this movie wraps up in like the last 10 minutes or so, it's just complete chaos. Sydney Sweeney gets away from like the priest, and she's about ready to give birth, and she gets out of the tunnels and everything. Well, those last 5 minutes or so is just her screaming in agony. They don't show anything, because I think this movie would have been a lot darker if they did. Men, for example, from 2022, where you had like birth after birth. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? But this movie is not like that, but that ending is bleak. I literally had my jaw on the floor, because I was like thinking, what did I just watch? And the ending is going to make or break this movie. So it's one of the most divisive movie endings this year. But I thought that ending was extremely dark. Where I was like, okay. But this is one of the better religious horror movies that I've seen in a while. Usually that doesn't vibe with me, but this movie like gives you aspects of The Omen, Rosemary's Baby, and The Nun. So overall, I would give Immaculate. This is going to be a very high rating for me. I would give it a B. But it's just because of that ending. I really did enjoy the ending. Though it may be very dark, I thought it made the movie better. So, those are my thoughts on Immaculate. Hope you guys enjoyed, and my next video, more than likely, is going to be a small book haul, and I'll probably film that on Thursday. And then on Friday, I'm going to go see Godzilla Kong, The New Empire. And I'll also talk about Godzilla versus Kong in that same video. So you guys get a dual review from me. And then Sunday is Easter, so I probably won't film anything. So I'll also have my April TBR, movies I watched in March, and my March book wrap-up coming as soon as possible. So I have a lot of stuff to think about here, but that's all I got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my 2-part tonight instead of 4-part. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Adios. Peace.